Hello everyone, I am Maryam Oso, the best graduating student of the Faculty of Law, University of Lagos, class of 2025. I graduated with a 4.61 over 5.0 CGPA, and maintaining that result to the final labs was a question of repeated patterns and cycles. So the pattern was very simple back then. Attend lectures, do not miss lectures, read and report your cases as soon as possible. My reading style was to follow the pace of the lecturer. So as soon as a topic is finished in class, my reading should, or my study should be wrapping up, or I should be over with the reading as well. And to actually study more past questions as soon as, in fact, start studying past questions as soon as the semester, began. And of course, lastly, to take my study groups and tutorial sessions seriously. And with that, it helped to achieve the final score. Navigating Fate University of Lagos wasn't a big deal, and that was because my first year in the university was welcomed by amazing seniors, Muslim seniors, and I took my bi-weekly NAMLAS program, which is the Nigerian Association of Muslim Law Students, UNILAG chapter bi-weekly programs seriously. I always attended the sessions, and so navigating my fate as a Muslim wasn't a big issue because I had the Muslim community. I worked with my fellow Muslim classmates. My seniors who are also Muslims were readily available, and we had masjids, like mosques, around to pray. The library wasn't too far from the mosque, so it was very easy to navigate it and enjoy being a Muslim while being, a law student at the same time. At first, stepping into University of Lagos as a fresher in my second year, I knew I was going to finish with a first class. However, there were times that it was so hard that I had to rethink, and I started doubting myself. I think every semester, at the commencement of every semester in faculty, there is always that time, there is always that period where I just feel like, I don't think I can do this. But with time, I get the hang of it, and I just remind myself that I've been reading. I started reading as soon as possible. I've been answering past questions. I have never missed my classes. And I'm fine, I'll be good. And with time, even when those things happen, when those moments happen, I can easily reach out to my seniors, my friends too. They were very supportive, and of course my parents. I remember having one reason or the other to call my dad or my mom, even my younger sister, and just rant to them that, look, this is becoming too difficult for me. And they just encouraged me for that. So the motivation would go and come. And at some point in time, it became an internal thing. I would just remotivate myself and get back, do the things that I need to do. Yes, studying law in the Faculty of Law, University of Lagos is very highly competitive, in fact. But I think the strategy that worked for me was to not necessarily approach my study or my period in school as a competition or like a competition. What I did, in fact, was to just befriend people. If you are brilliant, if I see that you are very studious, I befriend you, and I always made myself readily available for other people to reach out to. And that way, there was this room for accessibility in respect to other people that are also brilliant minds in my class. And with that, I could, create study groups with the most random person. It was very easy for me to have tutorials with different people, those that were learning from me that did not even know I was learning from them as well. And it was just a mind-blowing experience for me. So it was collaborative indeed. But amidst the collaboration, there was a competition. It was a silent competition that wasn't toxic. It was very healthy, very, very motivating as well. enjoyed mentorship a lot throughout my period in school, but there wasn't an established formal mentorship involved. I had so many seniors at my disposal. I had people outside of the school environment that I looked up to, but I did not have a particular mentor, in quotes. I think the issues or the problems I faced on the random days would determine who I reach out to. I had people for just academic, issues. I had people for religious issues. I had people for just navigating relationships. And I had people for just rants, like people that I just casually rant to. And I don't really have them in a particular, like an established position or someone that I can vividly say, this is my number one mentor for all the things that happened in my life or all the issues I had to face throughout schooling. Yes, I had several mentors, but there was no significant person to hold or, polish as my formal mentor. Walking up to this stage, that beautiful day, I had so many things, roaming on my mind. But I think the number one thing was, this is the day. And when I say this is the day, it's like a day for me to finally witness some of the goals and dreams and aspirations that I've always had as a kid. And that would literally mean I have to talk about the major motivation behind my studying of law, right? So my parents are teachers, and generally within our environment, the whole idea is that teachers' kids would eventually become, they really just don't go beyond the middle, or should I say the middle or lower bracket. I'm talking about the population, the space of the earning population, right? And so my goal, which was my only leverage, was education. And so the idea was that I needed to do very well, exceptionally well in school, so that I can take them out of that bracket and also take myself out of that bracket. And one of the ways to me then was to finish with a first class, and along the line, maybe the best graduating student. And so that day, being called upon to get a handshake from the VC of the University of Lagos was astonishing. It was touching, and my parents were outside watching it, and to see the smile after I stepped out of the hall, and my parents were like beaming with smile, and everybody, while walking back to our park, I had people pointing at me, and it was just very beautiful. I felt that I was able to prove a point to the world. One, I was also able to prove a point to them that the fact that they've put in a lot, and the fact that we have a very humble, as their children, yes, myself and my siblings, the fact that we had a humble beginning does not necessarily mean our future or the things we can achieve in life is very little or is very narrow or should be narrow. So I feel like this is a starting point for greater things, and I was so happy that they got to witness that moment with me. I am quite passionate about so many things in the corporate commercial space. I see myself in the next couple of years as an international lawyer, emphasis on that, as an international lawyer, working on providing solutions in commercial, corporate, spaces in respect of taxation, sustainability, which is most likely going to be connected to corporate governance and corporate sustainability, ESG matters as well, and most importantly, climate actions. I do not have a particular roadmap, but I do know that I am strongly passionate about those areas of law, and I see myself actively pursuing a full-time career in those areas.